I was debating starting this video off with like you know when like YouTubers make like apology videos and they do the whole like I didn't want to have to make this video. I was debating doing that for the bit. Hi everyone, my name's Quinny. First of all, this titles is a bit of a lie because well, maybe not a lie, it's an exaggeration. I didn't find Ultra Rumble isn't fun for me anymore. And in this video I'm gonna kind of talk about why and what I want to do next. Sorry, my throat's really sore. Give me a minute. Just get me emotional. Anyway. Yeah, I'm just gonna talk about why. If you can't already tell, this is a very off-the-cuff kind of video. If you've watched any of my commentary before, you'd probably have gathered that I'm not the best talker. I'll sometimes stop in the middle of my sentences to like do a long pause. I've noticed that a lot when I edit. I just like I'll start sentences. I'll be like, so basically there was something really funny that like I'll do stuff like that and it's really strange and I kind of talk in circles. So I'll try not to. I'll really try my best. It's gonna be just talking into a microphone about how I feel about Ultra Rumble because to be frank, it's giving me a fucking migraine. This game has been awful. It's been horrible. I haven't been uploading much Ultra Rumble. You might notice, you know, I'm just gonna pull up my YouTube, just so I have something to look at least. But you may know that my my Ultra Rumble content has kind of been scarce ever since I started uploading again, and the reason that kind of is because I stopped playing Ultra Rumble because I didn't like it. I really didn't like it, and then I kind of started again. I've got an unlisted video here as well. But yeah, it's been very on and off. I mean, hell, one of the videos I uploaded was from footage that I just recorded in Season 3. And I'm not gonna lie, that was a bit of a slapped together video that I'm not uberly proud of. But basically, what I've kind of been dancing around playing this game because quite frankly I don't like it. It's become very unfun. It's been very insidious to play, and I'm not that good. I've peaked at like the top of amateur rank. I'm looking at getting into expert. I'm okay. My game sense is fine. My mechanical skill is kind of leaves a lot to be desired. I'm not that good at the game, basically, but from what I kind of have played and experienced and heard, it's just the game's been getting harder because people are getting better, and the goalposts are moving with what makes like a top tier character, because each of these new DLC characters have been getting more and more strong and adding new and new layers to the game, and it's become it's like, I don't know, it's like stacking fucking like scoops of ice cream onto one cone. Like there's more variety, yeah, but like, at some point it's just gonna topple over, and even then, like, how are you supposed to eat that? Like what angle do you come at it from? Like, I'm quite proud of that analogy, actually. I just came up with it now. But basically, I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna run through the characters and kind of what I feel about them. Like, so like the characters I'm gonna be talking about are like the gacha characters, and you know, a lot of what I might be saying here may come into conflict of what I've said in the tier list video, which is at the minute my most popular video, so I may turn a few heads with what I say. But now, just in this more colloquial sense of me talking, I'm gonna talk about these characters kind of like in a more practical, like in practice sort of scenario, rather than the potential based kind of like scaling I was using for the tier list. Does that make sense? Awesome. So Aizawa, I think, is fine. I think the thing is, I'm gonna say, I think the characters, the DLC characters, Aizawa, Endeavor, DLC, the gacha characters, DLC, the gacha characters, Aizawa, Endeavor, Full Bullet Deku. Honestly, fine. I know I'll get on to maybe mentioning Console. I know Console's got a bit of a problem with Endeavor, and you know, when I talk about Twice, I'm gonna talk about Twice now, and he's kind of indicative of the gulf between PC and console. Twice I find Twice really overbearing on PC. I kind of maybe thought I was wrong about this, and I probably still am, let's be real. But I think because, like, the problem is, like, we're on PC, we don't have that aimbot, and the thing I've kind of come to notice is that console is playing, like, a different game to us. The goalposts are so different with console. You don't have to aim, and I know that probably sounds a bit reductive and maybe, like, elitist coming from me, like, a PC player. But like, I kind of mean it, like, all you really need is game sense. The aim assist does, like, 90% of the heavy lifting. Yeah, you've gotta, like, get in their general vicinity, but when you've locked on, you've locked on. Like, you're hitting that shot. If you're aiming in that broad general vicinity, you've hit the shot, whereas on PC, like, there's a wider margin for error, because we're using... Is it mice? Is the plural of, like, a computer mouse mice, or is it mouses? I'm not sure. We're using a computer mouse. And it just... we're playing different games, and I think with a character like Twice, it's very indicative of that, because he has that console... Well, not him specifically, his clones. His clones have that console aimbot. His clones have that console aim assist, and it just becomes extremely overbearing on PC, so I find Twice is kind of... like, he's a bit of a problem. Okay. Fine, that's Twice, it's not that bad, though. Assault Shigaraki, he's... I don't think he's overpowered. I really don't think he's overpowered, but he's a case where it's like the extremely low skill floor. I find that, like, Assault characters are defined by them being well-rounded. They have, like, decent mobility, decent consistent damage, and, like, they're like decent, they're all-around decent. But you've kind of got to still put in a bit of work with them. I think the exception to that is probably, like, Kirishima. Like, he is just fully around, like, he's all or nothing, I feel like. But a character like Assault Shigaraki, he doesn't have to aim as much, and his mobility is probably, like, competing for some of the best. Like, in practice, it's probably tied with All Might's mobility. Because he can fly away, it's instant, and it's just... It's really good. He's an extremely strong character. And I think that was also a problem, like, the skill floor's been lowered with how strong these characters are. Who did we get next? We got All For One next. Was it All For One next, or was it Full Bullet, was it Machine Gun? I'm gonna talk about All For One. All For One fucking broke the game. All For One is ridiculous. He can just choose when he wants to fight you. He can engage you on his terms, and that's about it. Like, he's just a fully ridiculous character. Like, he can copy some of the strongest in the game while still being really strong himself. Like, his gamma into beta combo is a fucking problem. Like, his gamma in general is just a fucking issue. Like, it does too much. It does too much. And I think this is kind of where we need to start talking about, like, mobility creep. The game has been getting so much mobility recently. Like, especially recently. And it's become so powerful. Especially on maps like UA City, which are so vertical. Like, mobility's become kind of a necessary evil. And you need it to compete. But, like, it's not just mobility, it's the fact that you need to be able to defend yourself. Is why characters like Uraraka are kind of low tier, in my opinion. So then you look at a character like Rapid Bakugo, like Machine Gun Bakugo, and, like, I don't care what you have to say about his skill ceiling, like, playing him at the base level, just kind of running around, and again, especially on PC where you don't have that aim assist, he's extremely difficult to hit. he does really good damage. I think he's probably got the best mobility in the game. Like, I mean, no, Uraraka with her gravity is probably better. Like, pure distance, but like, the thing is, like, you can chase an Uraraka. Like, chasing an Uraraka is not gonna get you killed. Chasing a machine gun Bakugo, I feel like I'm talking really redundantly, but what I'm trying to say is, like, what I'm trying to say is that these top tiers have kind of, they've commanded the game, essentially. They've began to run the gambit. Like, it kind of, like, yeah, it was starting to happen with characters like Assault Shigaraki and Twice, but then, like, All For One, Full Bullet, not Full Bullet, I keep calling him Full Bullet, Machine Gun, and then Mirio next. Like, Mirio is fucking ridiculous. A lot of people's reaction to Mirio was really underwhelming, I think. Like, when he came out, it was like, nobody was saying he was overpowered. And I think, I don't want to, like, insult the player base, but I think maybe it was because, like, he's just not a numbers character. Like, he kind of is, but he's not. His ability to— oh, hello, phone. His ability to just run is, like, literally unparred. Like, Machine Gun Bakugo kind of had the best mobility in the game. Mirio can just run forever. Mirio can just flee for fucking ever. A good Mirio can make it fucking impossible for you to hit him. And again, like, you're on PC, so, like, when even in his windows of, like, of vulnerability, you've still gotta aim and shoot him, and sometimes, like, he's got health. He's got a lot of health, of course, so, like, it's not gonna be, like, a one-tap deal. Like, his defensive play is unlike any other in the game, and it's just so frustrating because effectively, and this is more so in, like, the early game, but, like, he can keep his team alive for pretty much as long as he fucking wants. So long as he has enough cards. But, like, he can go around the map so quick that, like, it doesn't matter. And even then, he still has good damage. Like, you hit his charged alphas, he's doing really good damage. I think Mirio is a really underrated character. And recently, now, the straw that broke the camel's back for me that forced me to make this video, Crazy Torch Derby, it's just absurd. It's just, the game is getting ridiculous. And I'm saying the more characters they add this way, like, the fact that it's gonna... The more characters like this that they add, it's going to become impossible to, like, load into a game with free characters. At some point, it's just gonna be like, there's a gacha character. Like, they're just gacha characters, because they're so strong. And while we're on the gacha, just the gacha in general is awful. It's horrid. And you don't even mean to tell you that. You don't even mean to tell you that. Like, it's so terrible. Like, I can sit here and preach about, like, how, oh, gambling, terrible. Like, you know that. You already know that. Like, why? But, like, it just ruins the game. When, like, your ability to not only play new content, but now, like, compete in the game, like, is hinging on, like, gambling. It's terrible, and it's not fun to play anymore. I hope I've kind of done a decent job at explaining why I don't find the game fun. Like, TLDR, the gacha characters are becoming, like, too oppressive and, like, too necessary to compete, like, in the game. And, the gacha itself is garbage, and I fucking hate it. It's horrible. So, like, I didn't just make this video to bitch and whine. I wanted to kind of say something, and, like, cause I play this game, like, for the channel, is the problem. Like, I feel like when you do something for like a YouTube channel and playing a game, it becomes work. It's just like, even if you did enjoy that thing, it is just work. I think at the end of the day, you see a part of you does just see it as work, no matter how big that part is. When I started this channel, I was kind of thinking we were gonna do Ultra Rumble and only, Ultra Rumble only. And then kind of when I came back in like May, I thought, okay, let's make it more like broad. We'll become a My Hero Academia channel. And I felt a bit stunted by that, and I'll kind of try to elaborate in a minute. But like, this is kind of why I was experienced with I was experimenting with like the Roblox My Hero Academia roleplay, Battle for All. I've got a few other video plans kind of, you know, in the works. But like, I still kind of thought that like Ultra Rumble was gonna be like 60%, and then the rest of the My Hero stuff was gonna be more like the 40. Tops 50-50. Which is still like, it's still like heavily weighted in like the whole 50% dedicated to only Ultra Rumble. But as time has gone on, I feel like I can't, like, I genuinely feel like I can't do this anymore. I actively do not enjoy playing the game. It's not just that it's whack anymore. I actively do not enjoy it. It is unfun. It makes me like... I mean, here's the thing, I don't really do like angry, tilted, grrr, kill yourself sort of stuff anymore. I've kind of grown out of that. I just get more like sad when stuff happens. The game makes me sad. The game genuinely just puts me in a bad mood. And I don't want to play it anymore. To be honest, I do not want to play it anymore. So I have kind of reached a bit of a middle ground. Or I've tried to. I'm dubious about this because obviously I like my uniformity. Where I like being like, yeah, we're a My Hero channel and a My Hero channel alone. But, for the sake of my own sanity, I've decided that I'm gonna maybe try and play another game that I actively, do enjoy and had some passion for before I started the channel. As a matter of fact, I dropped the game because of the channel. And I'm talking about Guilty Gear Strive. I want to get back on the Guilty Gear train. I've played like 80 hours of it. I played mostly in like Season 2. I got okay. I was pretty alright at the game. I've had experience with fighting games in the past. I'm pretty bad, but I'm not that bad. So my plan going forward is kind of going to be more kind of like My Hero Academia, about like 60-50% give or take, and then Guilty Gear Strive, along with maybe another game if I can feel like I want to weasel it in, like the other 40-50%. Again, I am a bit dubious about this. If you guys, you know, tell me what you think, because genuinely, like, I understand that it's a bit weird to be like, I'm My Hero channel, but now I'm just gonna fucking do what I want. I know what it's like when, like, a channel you like, decides that, like, yeah, we're gonna do something different, and it's, you know, it doesn't feel great. So I'm trying to strike a happy medium. I'm still gonna play Ultra Rumble. I'm gonna play it more in moderation, though. It's not gonna be as much. Which means it's going to be more balanced within a lot of the other My Hero Academia stuff. So we've got, obviously, some more game stuff, some more general stuff. I might make another Roblox video, who fucking knows. We'll find out. I've got some stuff in mind. But, as well as that, to just balance out the bitterness of Ultra Rumble that I have kind of been tasting recently, I want to play a game that I genuinely enjoy, and that's Guilty Gear Strive. That's basically the whole video. Sorry it's so waffly, sorry I'm not very good at talking, but I did feel like I just wanted to post this video out, get it out, and just talk to you guys, because You know, I don't think I've ever been like upfront and honest with what I think, because I've thought this for a while. I've genuinely thought this game like is bullshit for a while. But yeah, thank you very much for watching and understanding. If you made it this far, I'm so sorry. Do watch another one of my videos to cleanse your ears. But thank you very much for watching, and I will hopefully see you soon with, you know, depending on how my weird schedule goes, it might still be an Ultra Rumble video. But it also might be a Guilty Gear video. I might put out the Guilty Gear video just to hold to my word. But thank you very much for watching and understanding. I will see you guys very soon with some revamped content. Bye bye!